Me and my brother Weston inherited a lot of money, and we decided here in the 1980s to start our very own farm. And we have the goal of making it as successful as possible and growing it all the way to the present day. What we succeed, what we fail. Find out today's video. P.S. Thank you, G, for posting. All right, so everything looking good out here. We got some weeds, but hey, you know, we should take care of them with a weeder instead of this, but I think everything else looks good. We got a pretty nice, good standing here. Oh, about to say, I'm getting lost here for a second. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode number 2 of course, the 1980s RP. We're hopefully today going to be getting into some corn silage, which I think this is what we're ready to rock and roll with today. The ears look perfect. The corn looks tall enough, and I think we're gonna get plenty of silage out of it. It's just the bad part is we got to take it all the way from over here to the main farm. So this is the field we're going to today, field 8, and we'll be taking all of our corn from field 8, bringing it all the way to the main farm. And there's gonna be a lot of silage hopefully out of it. All right, so now we gotta go find a poor little Weston, see where he's at, and make sure he's getting something done. And while I get the harvester started, looks like he is somewhere. Morning, mate.
Morning, mate. How you going?
No, where you got there, bud?
Yeah, that's good. Why are you mocking my accent?
Oh, she's telling me I can't prove it. All right, we got work to get done. We got to go ahead and get ready to start doing some silage harvesting today.
I could not agree more. We need to get the cows some feed.
Oh, yeah, we got to get the cows some feed, and that's going to start with making some silage. Doing that, though, the only field we have designated for silage is going to be field 8 up there, so we got to get going.
All right, sounds good. Well, what tractor should I get in? Maybe the farm haul or the Alice? I don't know.
Whichever one you want to drive, what's it called? Chopping carts with, or whatever they are.
I'll give the Alice a spin. Haven't driven her before.
Alright, well, get her ready to rock and roll. Looks like the alfalfa is looking pretty good. I went ahead and rolled it yesterday after a little bit, let everything kind of settle down, did a little bit of rolling on it, and made sure it was ready to go.
Awesome. Yeah, I drove past it just before when I was feeding the cattle there. It is looking pretty cool. And I can't wait till we get that fully grown, because then we won't have to rely on silage corn to feed the cows and horses and whatnot.
Yeah, we'll be able to put a little bit better of a mixture into it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the silage chopper on down to field 8. So I'll see you down there in a little bit, bud.
Sounds good. I'm right behind you.
All right. He's gonna be coming on here pretty soon, and I'm gonna go ahead and take this on out to the field. It's a nice like a little setup, and yes, I know this may not be exactly 1980s. I do understand it's more of a 1990s setup, but listen, guys, we gotta work with what we got, and this is just what we have right now. All right, so what we're gonna do right here is we're taking out this little corner right here first, just to make sure we have plenty of room to pull into the field and do all that like we need to. Well, honestly, what I might do this the smart way, go ahead and take this up here a little bit, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut into the field like this, because what we're gonna try to do is we're gonna try to take as much of this corner as we can. I want the corner down here free so we can park the wagons down here out of the way, because I'd imagine I'm gonna have plenty of room to do pretty much whatever I want with only one person running wagons. All right, Weston, since it's only gonna be you loading wagons for right now, I'm gonna make sure the wagons are always parked here for you, bud.
I do appreciate it. I like how you've gone ahead and kind of done this turnaround thing over here, because these trailers are impossible to reverse.
That's kind of why I went ahead and did that area. I mean, you're not really supposed to back these trailers up too much. All right, have fun with that first wagon there, bud.
Appreciate it. I'll be back as fast as I can. You know how long it takes to unload the silage into the blower, so we might be there for a long amount of time.
I would imagine. Go ahead and leave that right there for a second while we're waiting on him. So went ahead and got everything kind of cut all the way around, or to like right here, went and did a strict little pass right here so I could get back over here, because I saw we were filling up a little bit quicker than I wanted to, but ain't nothing too bad that we can't really deal with. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna pull this all the way over here, detach right there. I'm gonna pull forward and wait for him to bring back the silage wagons. Oh, thank you, God. You finally showed up.
I'm back. I got you the chopper box there. Hook it back up, and I'm going to head back to the farm. You know, it does take a little bit of time to get everything unloaded. You should know this by now.
Oh, I know, but it takes a lot. That's going to be pretty much our entire day right here.
I reckon so too. And what I was thinking is we should probably, next time we go to either do some silage corn or something or other, we should take the jewels off of one of our tractors. It kind of makes it a little bit more difficult to get in around the silos and the blower.
I mean, you could try the old 4020.
But yeah, true. I was thinking you were going to say the Ford, and that thing would be underpowered as heck.
No, the 4020. I was trying to think. I know we don't have a 5020, but maybe the 4020 would work for that. I don't know.
Well, for winter, I was kind of trying to see if we maybe take the jewels off of the International there and maybe get a cab on it, see if someone can do that for us. But that's a completely different situation there. But yeah, I might give the 4020 a go.
There you are, finally.
I know I took my sweet time.
Yeah, why don't you get down there and run the chopper for a little bit, and I'll run the carts.
Sounds like a plan. I'm kind of sick of driving that thing back and forth. A different change of scenery might be nice.
All right, well, I'll be seeing you in a little bit, bud.
Sounds good. Catch you later.
Well, it's gonna be the best thing for me and him. He's having a little bit of struggles what he's telling me about getting this thing on over here, so I'm gonna take this over and show him how a real man does it. And I think one of the first things we're gonna do is switch this out for a tractor that goes a little bit faster, because this tractor is not going fast enough and will not keep up with how fast I want to be going. All right, so we just gotta go ahead and pull it on over here. Went too far. Perfect. We'll go and unload that little sucker right there. I need to see which tractor goes the fastest. I think personally it's this one right here. Nope, that is not faster. How fast do you? No. Okay, that's at the combine. Okay, so none of our tractors go faster than 21. Good lord. All right, well, I guess we're just gonna have to unload it as quick as we can. I mean, I wonder. Listen, I don't do much, but I'm starting to think we may have a plan. We'll see if that old Dodge Ram right there can figure her way around it. Yeah, 51% unloaded. See, what's killing us on our times for him sitting is it's got to be the traveling back and forth. Now, the unloading does not help at all. But one thing I think will help is going fast. And we gonna go fast. Now, we're gonna pull this on forward, on out of the way. Put this up. There we go.
You using the truck?
Well, I kind of figured out that it's a little bit faster to take it with a truck.
Fair enough. It may just be. Don't wreck my truck. Why didn't you use yours?
Oh, because I didn't want to break my truck.
Well, how about you go ahead and put it back on your truck, all right? Because
No, it's staying on the Dodge.
you're going to break my truck.
Hey, it's built Dodge tough, okay? So just believe in it.
I don't believe in the Dodge. The only reason I have that Dodge is because they gave me a good, cheap deal. I do not believe in Dodge at all. That's why I thought we might as well use the Ford, you know, built Ford tough, as they say. That's literally their slogan.
You know, as much as I do want to do that, I think we're better off leaving it on the Dodge.
This might be the first time I agree with you breaking one of my things. At least if we do break anything, we might be able to get an insurance claim and I can get a new truck.
Yeah, I'm only going 50 miles an hour with it.
That's still pretty dang fast. What the heck?
Oh, I didn't say I was going to take it easy on her. I'm going as fast as I can with it. It works so much better. And I got him all, I got it all the way here. And he's probably not even 10% done like normal. Alrighty, we're heading back over there with the silage wagon in tow. And we might actually beat him for once. Who knows? You know, it's funny. I always end up waiting on you.
Yeah, well, that's because I'm doing the job properly. I don't skip over stuff like you.
I wasn't skipping over anything.
Yeah, you were. Trust me, you were. I've had to go pick up your puzzle pieces. It's like a maze over there.
Just because you don't know how to harvest it don't mean anything.
No, it does. I'm just adding my own unique touch to it, which makes it 10 times easier.
Uh-huh. Sure there, bud. Ah, never mind. You're already here. Perfect.
Yep, I'm right here.
Then we'll switch that out for... I'll go ahead and take that off you then. I'll use the old 4020.
Sounds good. We need to invest in a pressure washer around here. You should see all the mud and dirt caked up on this 6810.
I do agree. You gonna detach it so I can hook up to it?
Before I did detach it, then I hit something and the whole machine came to a stop and I got a bit confused. So that is an operator error 101.
Definitely you, bud.
Yep, most definitely.
Hey, can you do me a favor and pull out one of the cultivators, please?
Your thing. What tractor do you want it on, or does it not matter?
Alice.
Yeah, that's right.
Because I know you got to go into town here pretty soon for a meeting, so I'm gonna go cultivate that field.
Yeah, I just remembered that I do got to go ahead and do that.
All right, take move everything out of the way. You go have fun, bud.
Yeah, well, I hope the bank manager doesn't tear me too far apart because I have not paid back a loan that I've had for a year, so that is not good.
You have fun with that.
Well, I'll see you later then.
See you, bud. All right, so what we're gonna do now is take this on over here and park her on up right where the twin is. Want to make sure we get both of these out of the way because we probably ain't gonna need these again for about another year. So right now we're gonna go ahead and get this thing cultivated, because what I want to do is I want to get this entire area cultivated and then turn around and replant it with some wheat for the year, so we have wheat next year growing. So what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna go through this whole thing and skip a row every single time and come back through, and we should have this whole place cultivated. And then we'll do the 2 headlands and switch over to the planter, or cedar, my bad. The cedar shouldn't take long. I'm just trying to think how long everything should take. I'm hoping that we can just realistically get everything done today. It'd be nice to have this whole field harvested, cultivated, and replanted all in the same day, because I mean this ground went no time at all without anything growing in it. But I guess I'm gonna sit back, turn on the radio, and listen to some music. Alrighty, just like that, we're gonna fold up the little cultivator here. We got the entire field already cultivated. We're done with that. Now I just gotta take it on back to the farm and switch this out for a cedar. Alrighty, switched out the cultivator for the old John Deere plant, or cedar. Nice little cedar. Oh, didn't have it lifted up like I should. Yeah, this thing is definitely a humongous cedar to be going down the road unfolded like this. But it is what it is. We got to get this on out to the field. Another thing I want to do eventually is possibly get this up here cultivated. That little area where Weston was mowing, get that cultivated and planted in some grass, or maybe even more alfalfa, because we are using it as that. So it might as well be planted for it. There we go. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and get this whole place seeded up with some wheat. Thank you guys so much. Those pretty sure to me and the entire family. If you guys like to see the 1980s, please leave a like and subscribe. Do what you guys do best. We see you guys in the next video. Peace.